Hey everybody, and welcome to lovely Cobourg, Ontario, Canada. Now, I am here today to meet with Sean, the owner of a 2018 Nissan Frontier Pro-4X. Now, in this episode of Dude, I Love or Hate My Ride, we're gonna find out what Sean likes about his truck, we're gonna talk about his buying experience, and then of course, what he doesn't like about the Frontier. So, make sure you guys stay tuned. All right, everybody, and here's Sean right here. So first of all, Sean, thanks so much for meeting us today. We really appreciate it.
Hey, no sweat.
And this is your 2018 Frontier, so I want to learn all about it. And I think the first question to get this kicked off is, why Nissan? What brought you to the Frontier? What drew you into the dealership?
Yeah, well, we've had Nissans before, and going back to my wife's first car back in the 70s was a Datsun V210.
Nice.
And it was a great little car, but since then we've had Nissans. She still has a Versa Note, which is approaching 100,000 trouble-free kilometers, running about 5.5 liters per 100 kilometers. So
nice.
it's a great little car as a commuter car. So I'm familiar with the brand. They have a good. The Frontier has a good reputation for quality and durability, and that's something we're certainly looking for. I'm hoping to keep this truck for the long term. Approaching retirement in a few years, I want something I can travel with and tow a lightweight with. So the Frontier seemed to fit the bill for us.
Yeah.
I really only looked at Frontier and Tacoma.
Okay.
Ranger wasn't even out yet.
Yeah.
When I bought this, and I had looked at the Canyon and the Colorado previously, maybe a year or two before, but there were just some things. Probably mainly around price.
Oh yeah,
that pushed me away from either one of those models.
Yeah, I mean that's definitely what we say about the Frontier a lot. Is it's one of the best bargains now because it's so old. You got to kind of live with it. The fact that it's one of the older mid-sizers on the market.
It is.
Generally, it's a good price.
Yeah.
So how about you talk about that? Which dealer you went to, and then what you paid for the truck?
I ended up at Smiths Falls Nissan.
Okay.
Which is a little out of town for me because I live closer to Kingston. I visited a couple of other dealers, and I seriously visited a couple of Toyota dealers as well, in Belleville for Toyota, and I actually looked at a used Tacoma. It was only like less than a year old.
Okay.
At a Ford dealer in Kingston, but their price on that was so close to new.
Yeah.
And with actually less of a trade. So we ended up with Smith Falls. So a $2,500 discount off the MSRP, end of model year. Everybody was offering that, but then there was another 2,000 or so, and I sent you some notes about that. But there was another 2,000 or so dealer discount.
Nice.
When it all added up.
Yeah.
And a better trade.
And they offer more on the trade, right? That's always key too.
That was $1,500 more on the trade, and 2,000 more than most of the other dealers were offering. So that made a huge difference as well.
For sure.
Yeah.
Like at the end of the day, it's always dollars and cents, right? That's
and they made it so easy. We did it phone and email. I sent them pictures. I sent them the VIN, of course, the odometer, pictures of the tires, wear items, those kinds of things, pictures of the body. There was actually there had actually been a hit and run in a parking lot.
Oh, snap.
Somebody nailed my tailgate. But I sent them pictures of that, and they said, yeah, they'll deal with it.
Gotcha.
So, $1,500 to repair that, or whatever it hit the trade, it was a wash, right?
Yeah.
So it was like, let it go.
Looking about the price, Sean, what was the total price you ended up paying for the truck?
I ended up paying $35,633.
Okay.
Off an MSRP. That was $36,798.
Okay, and you had a couple options added on.
Right, $1,200 for the Pro-4X leather package, and the paint.
Yeah.
It's $100. I love the color.
Yeah,
it's a metallic blue paint. It's $135.
I'm a sucker for a blue car or blue truck, so I love it.
Yeah. So that brought the MSRP up to $38,133.
Yeah, but then like on the trade and on the discount,
right? There was a dealer discount and a Nissan discount.
Gotcha. Okay. Yes.
So yeah. So that came down to $35,633, and
so then, I mean, price was a consideration why you didn't go with the Tacoma, but were there other reasons you didn't go with the Tacoma? Was there, more actual mechanical reasons?
No, I don't think so. I think it really came down to about $7,000 in price.
Okay.
Without any features.
Yeah.
That made a $6,000 or $7,000 difference.
Gotcha.
I mean, a fake head scoop.
Yeah, you don't need that. Right?
I don't need that.
You could glue one on here.
Yeah, there you go. Crawl control.
Yeah.
I can 2-foot it if I have to.
For sure.
Actually, I have hill descent control in this, and I've tried it a few times just for fun.
Nice.
I don't really like it.
Yeah, the systems are a little funny to get used to.
Yeah.
And there's definitely a moment of trust where you have to put in the machine, which is uncomfortable.
Yeah, I'm okay with that. I'm a tech guy.
Okay.
So I'm actually okay with that, but it's herky-jerky. It's noisy.
Okay, yes.
You know, the click, click, click of the brakes.
Yeah.
Because
it's the ABS fire.
It's the ABS,
too, right?
exactly.
So you hear it,
yeah.
yes.
So I'm not, you've got a low range. You've got, four-wheel drive, low range.
Yeah.
So that can really hold you back going downhill.
Sure, for sure.
And brakes.
Absolutely.
So, yeah.
Why did you land on Pro-4X in the lineup? And of course, this is the off-road truck, so you obviously have some plans to leave the pavement sometime.
Yeah.
Why don't we talk about that a little bit?
A little bit of off-road plans for around here, Ontario and Quebec. Gravel roads, forest roads, logging roads. I've done a bit of off-roading with it already. On some forest roads north of Calidar.
Nice.
Some really nice forest roads up there.
Nice.
That you can have some decent fun with. But it's mainly future travel to Colorado.
Gotcha.
And Utah.
Gotcha.
So basically Moab.
Yeah. So basically TFL territory.
Yeah. We've been there 3 times.
Oh, nice.
So this will give us the clearance that we need.
Yeah.
It gives us the 4-wheel drive, the true 4-wheel drive, not an all-wheel drive, not a Honda Pilot or an SUV kind of 4-wheel drive.
Of course.
So it gives us that as you mentioned, skid plates. The Pro-4X too comes with it has what they call their Pro-4X luxury package.
Yeah.
So that throws in a few other things like the leather. But what I really wanted was power seats.
Oh yeah.
And heated seats, which this package comes with. So that was really important.
Yeah, but again, Pro-4X doesn't come with a base. You have to add that luxury package.
You have to add the luxury
seats, right?
package. Yep.
Gotcha.
Yeah. So really, Pro-4X just really gives you the tires.
And the tires, which of course these are Hankook Dynapro ATMs.
Yeah. So they're passenger. They're not LT.
Yeah.
They're P-metric or passenger tire.
Yeah.
So we won't be going to Moab for another 4 or 5 years, probably.
Okay.
Driving out there.
Sure.
We'll probably still go back and forth by plane every now and then, but by then they'll be due for replacement.
Yeah.
And then I'll look for an LT. I really like the Yokohama Geolander.
Oh yeah, the Geolanders.
Yeah, or the BF Goodrich KO2s. I've had experience with them. Everybody's had experience
KO2s
with
are
them.
solid, yeah. I mean, they're such a go-to, but we love them at TFL. They really are a good time.
Yeah.
So then, I mean, obviously off-roading is a plan, but then clearly you also just daily drive it. So how about you just talk a little bit about daily driving the truck and sort of the ins and outs of that and what you like and what you don't like?
Well, it's a decent daily driver. It's compact, so it's easier to park. We previously had a Ram 1500. So that was, a little more difficult to park.
Sure.
Not much though.
Yeah.
A backup camera and
it is the funny thing about this truck. It is the dimensions are nice, but the turning radius is not.
The
great.
Maneuverability is not great.
Yeah, you do notice that right away.
Oh yeah. But it's I like the ride. I can reach all the instruments buttons and switches that I need to reach. No issues with that. We go to our camper every weekend. Mm-hmm. We've put the cap on it so that we can haul more stuff back and forth. So I'm definitely happy with it as a daily driver.
And how about the V6 power wise and then fuel economy wise?
The power's great. Merging, no issues with that. Fuel economy, it's a dog.
Yeah. Not great. Do you know what your average is? Roughly?
It's been between 13 and 14 the last few weeks.
Gotcha.
I reset it leaving Napanee this morning.
Yeah.
And I got it just below 13 driving 105 kilometers an hour.
On the highway.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A couple more gears and that might help. That might help.
Everyone's
it's
at
a 5
an 8
speed
now, right?
Yeah. So, but I knew that.
Yeah.
I knew the numbers.
Sure.
And Tacoma doesn't have great numbers.
No.
But it's an older engine. They updated it, I think, a few years ago, but it wasn't a super duper update. And the transmissions.
And personally, if you're talking low end power, I think the Frontier is the better choice.
Well, it has more torque.
The 3.5 liter V6 in the Tacoma off the line just never felt that great to me.
Yeah, and the 4 liter does have more torque than it has more torque than horsepower.
Yeah.
And a lot of trucks, it's kind of the other way around until you get into a diesel.
Sure, of course. Yeah.
As you know. So yeah, comfort, acceleration, all of that. Fuel economy, yeah, not so great.
Yeah.
The infotainment system, the buttons on the steering wheel, I use them all the time.
Nice.
The Bluetooth I use all the time. In fact, we exchanged text messages coming out.
Yeah.
That was an auto response back to you.
Nice.
So that's, I'm on my way is programmed. It's in the list.
That is convenient.
So super convenient. The phone pairs very easily. If I get a new phone, it pairs very easily.
Good.
Very happy with that. No, the screen it's kind of funny. It's no bigger than my my Samsung phone.
Yeah.
And it.
How's it work?
It's funky in terms of glare.
Okay.
And the backup camera resolution, when you look at kind of the I guess the glare and the low resolution and any kind of dirt on the lens, it's not all that great.
Gotcha.
But it's a convenience. A backup camera is a convenience feature.
For sure. So you mentioned the camper and a trailer, and actually, let's go around the back of the truck. How about towing? How much towing have you done with the truck, and how do you like it for towing?
So the trailer, it doesn't come with a trailer hitch, which is I don't get it.
Yeah,
Why do trucks not come with a trailer hitch?
I agree.
But it doesn't.
So you got the
So
hitch
I got
on
the
there.
trailer hitch, and I just had the 4-pin wire put in.
Nice.
I'm not going to tow anything heavier than that. I need the brakes. So I've got a pontoon boat, and I take it in and out of the water. Put it in once, take it out once, take it to storage in the fall. It's a little over 2,000 pounds boat motor and trailer.
Yeah.
You're basically towing a brick. I mean, it's
no
longer, taller,
aerodynamics there.
wider, and it's just square.
Yeah.
But so what? This thing, it was like it wasn't there.
Nice.
And we towed it way through like the hills that are around Calabogie and whatnot, ski hills.
Yes.
No issues. No issues going up hills. No issues going down hills with the trailer. We do have a small trailer. It's called a Sylvan Sport Go.
Okay.
It's kind of a funky tent trailer.
Yeah, like one of the little teardrop trailers. Right?
It's not even. It's really really funky. It's really cool. It only weighs 850 pounds.
Yes. I believe you sent me a photo of it.
I may have, yeah.
I can throw it up right here.
Tow's fine.
Good.
No sweat with that. And the backup camera comes in handy, putting the boat trailer in the water and taking it out.
Once you've gotten used to hitching up without a camera, having a camera is amazing.
Yeah.
You can suddenly do it on your own.
Yeah, it's true. It's true.
So
I can come really close to just being able to drop the ball or drop the hitch on the ball. Yeah. So, and then this, it gives us a little extra storage.
And you keep your Max Tracks and your tools in there while you're knockoff Max Tracks.
Yeah, exactly. And I keep a few tools and a couple of hitches.
Sure, just
I got a couple of different size trailer hitches, so I keep a couple of different size trailer balls, receivers and whatnot. So yeah. So that gives us a bit of extra dry storage to haul stuff back and forth and. From Home Depot or whatever.
Yeah, it's handy.
Yeah.
So how about we talk about the paint issue now?
Sure.
I guess, would you say that's the number one problem you've had with the truck?
Yeah, I mean, because, anything else is, fuel mileage, whatever.
Yeah, you almost
I was aware of it.
You knew
right?
of it, exactly. Yeah. But not
so
necessarily this.
But this really, really shocked me. I've been driving on gravel roads as long as I've been driving. I learned how to drive on gravel roads.
Yeah.
And I've operated cars and trucks, so sedans and pickup trucks and vans and minivans on gravel roads. And I don't do a lot of gravel now. I used to, when we had a cottage in Quebec and it was 10 miles in and 10 miles out of gravel road every weekend.
Yeah.
And none of our cars ever had experienced this. And now I've got, if I want to bypass the village that we live in, there's a gravel road and it's 2 or 3 kilometers long. Mm-hmm. And you can't really go over 60 kilometers an hour, so it's not like I'm throwing up a lot of stones.
Sure, but just enough to make all these little chips.
Yeah, it's full of little chips. They've got a patch of stone guard on there, obviously not big enough. If you look at Kia Soul, it's got a huge patch of stone guard on it.
Interesting.
If you look at Toyota RAV4 or some of the others, they actually have cladding, like plastic cladding. which I actually kind of like the look out. Yeah, I like the look of it. You know, kind of a two-tone look.
Yeah.
But you don't get this.
Exactly. You don't
right?
worry about
so
the chips.
am I going to get rust or whatever with this?
Sure.
There's no warranty on that at all.
That was my next question: is have you contacted the dealer?
I contacted the dealer I bought from.
Yeah.
I spoke with the service manager.
Yeah.
And I didn't even have to tell her where the stone chips were. She listed them off back to me.
Gotcha.
Including this little one, including this one here, because the door doesn't fit properly. So this edge catches the stones.
Yeah, you can
she knew about that.
See that the
right
front door
away.
is almost a little deeper than the back, right?
It is, and this, you know, this here, because again, this door is just a little recessed a bit. So she says any of the Nissan Frontiers recent models that where the body panels don't quite line up.
Yeah.
The one that protrudes catches the stones.
Huh.
And she said, of course, she agreed with me. The patch isn't big enough. Yeah. She agreed that it's got mud flaps. So why is the bumper, getting sandblasted like that?
Yeah.
But she said they won't do anything about it.
Huh.
I took it to the Nissan dealer in Kingston, which is actually closer to where I live. I didn't buy it from there, but it's warranty's warranty.
Sure.
And they looked at it. They really didn't help at all. I mean, I don't think the guy even contacted Nissan until I actually went back and saw him again and said, well, I haven't heard. You told me wait 2 or 3 weeks, then come and see me. And then he was like, oh, now what did I do? And he's opening drawers and closing drawers and looking at his email.
Gotcha.
And so I phoned Nissan themselves.
Yeah. Customer
support. It's a call center.
Sure.
You don't really get anywhere with them.
Yeah.
They just say, oh, no, your manual says we don't cover environmental damage, and that's environmental damage. That's
a tough one. Yeah.
But it's susceptible to environmental damage because it's poorly made.
For sure, yeah. That seems like it should not happen.
Yeah.
You can look at a lot of other trucks and it's not covered.
No.
And the fact that it sounds like it was a known issue to the dealer.
It is, and there's some forums,
right away,
Facebook forums and whatnot, and it's about $2,500 or so in paint.
Yeah. Yeah.
So,
that's the next question. Do you have any plans, do you think, to repaint or just touch up the paint?
I think I'm going to go with Line-X.
You're going to Line-X?
Because if I go with paint, I'm going to spend, let's say, the best I can do is about $1,200 or $1,300.
Yeah.
Where it'll be kind of like a 50-foot paint job.
Yeah.
Looks good from 50 foot.
Yeah.
But then I would have to go and get like a wrap.
Yeah.
And so they can wrap, say, just that back panel, but now when you start wrapping you got to wrap the whole door if you're going to wrap a door.
Sure.
Well, then you got to wrap the whole truck.
Yeah.
And a wrap is the price of a paint job.
Yeah.
So you know.
Yeah.
So
no, I think the Line-X is good, and the Line-X will probably look pretty cool too.
I think so. And in fact, I'm thinking of just doing the black rather than, because they can tint.
Yeah.
They can tint the Line-X, no problem. They can match, but the
it would give you the two-tone feel. Exactly, it would give you the two-tone feel.
And what I'll do is I'll just go front to back.
Yeah.
The bumpers, and maybe the front bumper while I'm at it might as well, because
if you were doing it
more cohesive to do the front bumper. And a lot of guys black out the grill.
Oh yeah,
with the
I've
plastic
seen some of those.
So
you thinking about that? You like the look?
I might do that. I got to do something about the hood too. But that hood stone chips are
sure that's gonna happen.
Any car's gonna get hood stone chips. It comes with fog lights. The base truck doesn't.
Nice.
I don't use them.
And there is a recovery hook down there too.
There is one recovery hook.
She's a little deep down there, but still nice to have for sure.
There's apparently provision though to install another one.
Okay. Nice.
Which is probably something I should do.
It's always handy to have more than less.
Yeah.
And when you need them, you're already in a bad situation.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. And the rear, I bought a recovery shackle.
Oh yeah.
That installs in the trailer hitch receiver.
Oh, cool. Nice.
Yeah.
That's really, really nice.
Yeah. So it's strong enough that you could recover the truck from that shackle.
Yeah, right off the hitch.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, without having to look for other attachment points to put 2 more hooks off the back.
Very nice. So, would you buy this truck again? Would you go through the process again, having owned it now for over a year now, right? You've had the truck?
Oh yeah. I've got almost 30,000 kilometers on it now. It's about a year and a half actually.
Nice. So yeah, would you do anything different?
I would want that paint issue addressed before I drive it off the lot.
Sure.
So either a better stone guard, a wrap, or line exit or something, because I've essentially lost $2,000 of the savings
Totally.
that I had.
True.
And now, if you know, like I said, I plan on keeping the truck long term. But when you modify with line X, that kind of you're really starting to play with the resale value.
Sure. Not everybody wants that.
Yeah, exactly. A wrap, people might not even notice.
Yeah.
And they might think it's actually it's good. It protects the paint.
Yeah.
Because they do such a good job of wrapping cars and trucks now that you don't even know it's there.
Sure.
But no, if they couldn't do something about that, unfortunately, I'd have to look elsewhere. I hate saying that.
Yeah, it's enough. It's enough to drive you away.
Yep.
Huh.
It's such a practical truck. They do have a really good reputation for durability.
Yeah.
There's as I mentioned, some forums where guys are running 200,000 to 300,000 miles or more on their Frontiers.
Fair enough. Well, honestly, Sean, that's a ton, man.
Good.
Really appreciate you coming out and talking to us today, and I think we just gave a lot of prospective Frontier buyers a ton of information.
Good. I'm glad to help.
Thank you.
All right. Thank you.